Hi everyone! In today's video, we're going to break down a very important topic. What is happening right now in the United States of America? We will discuss the current political situation. When the next election will be held, the chances of Donald Trump winning again, the economic conditions inside the US, and whether there is peace or not in the country. Let's begin. Section 1. Who is in power in the US right now? As of late 2025, Donald J. Trump is the President of the United States. He returned to power after winning the 2024 election and officially took office again in January 2025. Right now, the US government is functioning under his administration, and his policies, decisions, and leadership style are shaping American politics, the economy, immigration, international relations, and internal security. Section 2. When is the next US election? The next US presidential election will take place on November 7, 2028. The United States holds its presidential elections every 4 years, always on the first Tuesday after the first Monday of November. So the next time Americans will choose their president will be in 2028. Before that, the US will have midterm elections in 2026, where all seats in the House of Representatives and many seats in the Senate will be contested. These midterms have a huge impact because they can either support or weaken the president depending on whether his party wins or loses seats. Section 3. The current political atmosphere. The political environment in the US in 2025 is extremely polarized. Polarization means that people are divided into two strong, emotional groups, typically Democrats and Republicans. People disagree not only on politics, but also on fundamental issues like immigration, taxes, healthcare, public safety, foreign policy, education, equality, and social justice. This divide has become sharper over the last decade, and American society feels split in many ways. Media outlets and social media also play a major role in shaping public opinion, often reinforcing people's existing beliefs. Section 4. Will Donald Trump win again? This is one of the biggest questions people around the world are asking. Can Donald Trump win the next election again? Here is the honest truth. No one can guarantee the result, but we can analyze the factors that increase or decrease his chances. Section 5. Factors that favor Donald Trump. 1. Strong loyal base. Donald Trump has one of the most loyal voter bases in modern U.S. political history. His supporters are very active, vocal, and ready to vote. This loyalty gives him a major advantage. 2. Incumbency advantage. If he runs again in 2028. 3. Conservative momentum. A large portion of Southern and rural America strongly aligns with Trump's conservative policies, including immigration, control, strict border security, low taxes, and strong law and order messaging. 4. If the economy improves. If the U.S. economy performs well under Trump's administration, meaning lower inflation, strong growth, and job creation, it naturally boosts his re-election chances. Section 6. Factors that can hurt Donald Trump's chances. To legal challenges and controversies. Donald Trump has faced several legal cases and investigations over the years. While these do not automatically disqualify him, they do influence public opinion, especially among independent and moderate voters. 2. Suburban and independent voters. These voters often decide elections, and many of them are not fully loyal to either party. Their support shifts based on the economy, social issues, and the tone of the campaign. 3. High political polarization. Many Americans, especially in big cities and coastal states, strongly oppose Trump. This opposition can lead to high voter turnout against him. 4. If the economy weakens. If economic growth slows, unemployment rises, or inflation spikes again, it will become a major challenge for Trump. Section 7. What do polls say right now? As of late 2025, polls show a mixed picture. Trump still has very strong support among Republicans. His approval rating has shown some ups and downs throughout the year. Democrats currently show high enthusiasm for voting in coming elections. Independent voters are divided, and their support changes depending on economic news and political events. Polls are not predictions. They only reflect current moods. As the economy changes and political events unfold, poll numbers can shift quickly. Section 8. The U.S. Economic Situation, 2025. Now let's talk about the economy, because in American politics, The economy is often the number one factor that decides elections. As 1. GDP growth, economic growth. The U.S. economy saw a strong rebound in mid-2025, with quarterly GDP growth showing solid improvement. This happened after some weakness earlier in the year. Economic growth suggests that businesses are expanding, investments are rising, and consumption is healthy. Bite 2. Inflation trend. Inflation, which was extremely high after COVID, has significantly cooled down compared to the peak years of 2021 and 2022. In 2025, inflation is much more stable and moderate. This is a relief for ordinary families, because high prices had been putting pressure on households for years. Political division. Political disagreement is very high. And at times it feels like two different Americas with very different beliefs. This polarization can create tension, especially during election seasons. 4. Overall peace. Day-to-day life in the U.S. remains stable. People go to work, businesses operate, schools function normally, and most communities are peaceful. But political emotions run high, and social tensions can rise quickly when major events happen. Section 10. What will decide the next election? Here are the key factors to watch. 1. The economy. If economic stability strengthens, Trump benefits. If unemployment rises or inflation returns, it hurts him. 2. Legal and political events. Court decisions, investigations, or major controversies can shift public opinion instantly. 3. Voter turnout. Whichever party motivates more people to vote will have a strong advantage. 4. Independent voters. These voters will decide swing states, and swing states decide the election. 5. International crises. Wars, global conflicts, oil prices, and major diplomatic events can influence voter confidence. Section 11. Conclusion. So, what can we conclude from everything happening in the United States right now? The U.S. is currently under the leadership of President Donald Trump. The next election is scheduled for November 2028. The political environment is deeply divided. The economy is showing mixed signals with both improvements and challenges. And while crime rates have generally decreased, the country remains politically tense. Will Donald Trump win again? No one can say for sure today. His chances depend on the economy, legal developments, voter turnout, and how both parties perform in the coming years. One thing is certain. America is heading into another highly competitive and closely watched political season. I hope this detailed briefing helps you understand the current situation clearly. Thank you for watching. If you want more detailed global updates, political explanations, or economic breakdowns, then make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Bye.